Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your business to six figures and beyond. Wow. So I'm so excited. We are in the fourth quarter. Yes, I am in Washington, D.C., and we go into a frenzy around this time because we know this is the quarter that they buy from a lot of our small businesses. So I'm going to give you three things that I did. I'm giving you high level, or I'm going to give it to you very quickly, but at least it gets your thoughts going on what you need to do. Now, these are the things that I did in order for me to scale my business to millions of dollars using government contracts. Like I always said, I used to do commercial. It was great, but I wanted those 5-year sweet contracts. So I focused on several things. Let me give you pretty kind of like three very easy tips that I did. It worked very well, especially during the fourth quarter. So if those you do not know, the fourth quarter is July 1st, which was yesterday, and it ends on September 30th. More small businesses like ours under 20 million in annual revenue will benefit during this time frame. Now, I like to focus on my favorite, which is the no bid. Yes, we can do requests for quotes and we can do requests for informations and sources, sites, requests for proposals, all of those. But my favorite during this time is when a contracting officer looks at me and find me visible and attractive. And then I'm proactive in finding different things I need to do. So if you're ready, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is share with you my screen, and I'm going to look for two agencies. So the first thing I need to do is to find out what agency do I want to work with. Now, I'm always going to go to usaspending.gov. So I'm going to click on here. I've already got it up. So I'm giving you the high level. We don't want to take all day with this. But what I did was I narrowed it down to 3 years, 2021, 22, and 23. And then I went in and I wanted to focus on not so much the beginning, the NAICS code, but I put in security guard keyword. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for what agency is spending the most. And then I narrowed it down by choosing contracts. I wanted the awarding agency. And then I put in which one's going to tell me the most about what NAICS code. Now, why is this really great? I did a lot of the middleman method. So the middleman method had a couple of NAICS codes I narrowed down to 3, but I wanted to see if I selected an agency, it didn't matter what I wanted to make sure they were buying what I had. So I'm able to see that under security guards with that NAICS code, I get a list of all the NAICS codes that are being sought after the most and in what area. And I looked at the agency. I think I've narrowed it down to the Department of Homeland Security. So let's recap. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, I was looking for all contracts between 21, 22, and 23. In my area, Florida's one of them, Texas, California, and Virginia. And I gave you the years for contracts. And then I wanted it to bring up what are they spending the most on. I know what I want to actually provide for them, but it doesn't matter what I'm looking to give them. It's what they want to spend money on. Now, I want to see if they're spending like at least a couple of billion. 740 million, something like that is great as well. Now, you can look and see by the highlighted area, if it's less than 3 billion, which a lot of these are, if it's 3 billion to 5 billion, which Florida was, if it's 5 billion to 8 billion, which is Texas. And so you can look and see, okay, FEMA, which is Department of Homeland Security, I want to provide services. Let's say I want to do disaster relief as a middleman. That means I want someone else to do the work. And I might be looking, this is going to look at being a federal bid, and I might be located in any of these states. I know out of all of them, the one that's spending the most, more than 13 billion, was Virginia. You can see it's the dark green. And if you look at this, or it's 15 billion, if you look at Florida, it was spending 3, Texas 6, California. So Virginia was spending the most. That's the one I looked at. Now I can scroll down here. I can put in a lot of filters because I can spend a lot of time on this. But like I said, I'm giving you a high level here. But I can see, okay, what else is being spent a lot? Computer services, other computer services, engineering services, facility support, 561210, which I talk a lot about. I talk a lot about security guards and patrol services because there's a lot of money being spent in these areas, in these agencies with these NAICS codes. So I wanted to not narrow down to the NAICS code I wanted to narrow down to what they were spending the most and in what states. Then I can start focusing on what? I can start focusing on building the relationship with the people that I want to help me get to those six figures and beyond. Pow, where I was fortunate to get to well over, millions. And so we want to get you to the six figures and then scale up even more. As I like to say, six figures and beyond. Pow. So this is where I started. Literally started here, came in. I knew I was in Florida. I wanted to do disaster relief. I knew it was under FEMA. And then I wanted to go and kind of check out DHS. So I put in their org chart, and then it gives me all of the commands. I know a lot of people talk about commands, but commands are important because then it narrows down even further. Not only do I want a Department of Homeland Security, but I want to be focused under FEMA in this situation. But let's say I want to work with the US Army. That's another one of my favorite. And then I would simply come to US Army, and I want to know the command. So if I'm looking at doing facility support services again, 561210, I know that the material command might be what I'm looking for, or U.S. Army Corps, something like that, U.S. Army Corps of Engineer. So this is kind of what you're looking for. Research, research, research. So now that I've narrowed it down and I know who's spending the most money, and like if I come to usaspending.gov and I say, okay, I know the security guards, they're doing hella money there, 7.41 billion in the last 3 years. Now I'm on the right track. I want to do the middleman with that particular one, 561-210, 561-2112. Let's say I want to dive into computers, 541-512. Okay, now what's my next step? Well, my next step is then to start doing some meeting and greeting. So I'm going to scurry on over to Department of Homeland Security. I went through a little bit here. But what I did is I started finding the small business specialists. These are the individuals that work for the government, GS grades. So I'm able to come here and find Department of Homeland, industry liaison. I'm looking at small business specialists here. I can do OSDBU, their staff, and I can reach out. Now, I'm not going to reach out and just say any old crazy thing. Of course, I have to have some things that I'm going to say. So what I always do is ahead of time, I had prepared a little list of things to do. Now, I'm looking to reach out between 1 and 100 people. And then from there, 100 to 200. You may, at that number, get about 2 to 3 people to respond if you say it correctly. You can call them or you can email them. I'm a favorite of calling. So what I did was I'm trying to find my little dandy sheet here. I don't think this is it. Let's see here. Let's go here. So what I did was I kind of came up with a little list of things that I wanted to make sure I was able to say. And I put it up under my follow-up. So I had like little emails here. If I reached out to a small business specialist, what I would say, examples of what I want to say, my email, what I was going to say to them, so on and so forth. And that is exactly what I did. Okay. So that way I got all that set up and I started. And then the other thing I had to do was I had to have phone numbers. So I did some research and we pulled together some directories. So what is the next thing I'm looking at? I'm looking at doing my directory, and my directory is here. If I'm looking at working with the Army Material Command, then I am going to, because I'm looking at doing some contracts, middleman with the Army, I then found some phone numbers, went in, compiled them together, and now I have the phone list where I can do emails or phone calls, depending on your personality. Mine is a little bit more of calling them up, especially during the fourth quarter, and making sure I've got everything ready in my DSBS profile so that I can win those six-figure contracts in that fourth quarter. I've even won contracts in the month of September, all the way to the end. I love the fourth quarter because we all know, if we don't, the government gets so much money for a budget. A lot of the money they spend early on a lot of large ticket items, just like we do, mortgage, car note, so on and so forth. Then we have disposable income. That's when we do more fun things. Well, that's what the Army does. They are any government agency, as a matter of fact. But what we have is a list of the ones that have the most money. So I provide that to our students when we're in our little courses and classes, so that way we can, go focus in. What you can do is you can Google it, see if you can find a list of agencies that have money to spend. I found a list of them. Let's say it's the Army. Now I know the Army is spending with me. I know what command I need to focus on. I've got the phone numbers here where I'm going to reach out. Now, it's not just about reaching out, it's reaching out and knowing what to say. So I've got my email ready on what I'm going to say, and I've got my phone scripts ready on what I'm going to say. And then I'm going to start calling. just like that. Now, I put a lot together because you can go into all different things to find these phone numbers. I put them all into one directory, but it is something that you definitely want to do because that's how you're able to know what is going to work and what's not going to work. And so I was able to put that together and then start making the phone calls. I have a list of things I'm going to say. And before I knew it, I got someone interested and they gave me a small contract. I did some subcontracting. I did the middleman. And then I ended up winning another contract and another one, building my past performance, making sure I could perform well, had the middleman method working, got their references, put them on my CAPE statement, and then made sure I had my own references that I started adding. And before you know it, I was doing well over 7 figures in contracts. So just want to give you some, give you some wisdom on things you can do. Now, I know I went over a lot. If you want to learn more, I am going to do a training series. Make sure you look out for my my YouTube videos, not my emails, my YouTube videos, because I'm going to do a lot in this training, crack the Gov code training. And I'm going to talk about what you need to do to crack in the government. If you have a cage code, don't have your cage code, doesn't matter. We just want to get you up and going, especially in this fourth quarter. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, if you'd like to learn more, guess what you can do? Make sure you click the link, join my Facebook, or join me tomorrow for my GovCon Lunch and Learn series, where I'm going to go over this in a lot more detail. So I look forward to seeing you. And until next time, make sure that you are being safe, that you're looking at what you need to do so you can win these contracts and make that money. See you soon. Bye-bye.